Consider the assisted living program at Walnut Hills. Our compassionate staff members provide exceptional care and strive to create an environment where each individual feels valued and can enjoy life to the fullest. The assisted living program at Walnut Hills allows individuals to live independently in their own suite or apartment, while our compassionate staff provides nutritious meals, assistance with bathing and medication administration, and laundry and housekeeping services. Whether it's enjoying the beautiful views of the Walnut Creek Valley or participating in exercise or social or educational programming, we offer daily opportunities for individuals to enrich their mind, body, and spirit. We also offer a memory support household for individuals with early to mid-stage Alzheimer's disease or dementia. The household's home-like atmosphere and consistent staffing help promote independence and self-worth for individuals with memory challenges. For more information about assisted living, contact Walnut Hills at 330-852-2457 or visit us online at walnuthillsliving.org.
High school football returns to TV2 with the 39th annual TR Charity All-Star Football Game from Quaker Stadium in New Philadelphia. I'm Scott Robinson along with Jay Yonders. And Jay, it's always a great game. It's a chance for youngsters from every school district to play together one final time on the football field.
That's exactly right, Scott. We've got some outstanding football players on both sidelines. They're not playing for playoff implications or any conference titles. They just want to be here to play some football. And I think it's going to be an interesting game tonight.
All right, we'll come back. We'll talk to the coaches and other officials involved in the game in just a moment. So stay with us right here on TV2.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and graphics. We are also an authorized distributor for Mossy Oak, Browning, Realtree, and Bone Collector graphics and products, as well as a hunting and fishing license agent. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia.
And back on our TV2 pregame show with head coach Troy Pilato of the East Squad. Coach, what's practice been like this week?
It's been really good. Yeah, you know, the first day I told them if they worked hard, we wouldn't run sprints, and that kind of sunk in a little bit.
When you look at the game tonight, what kind of strategy do you have? I know you got Matt Dennison in the press box calling your plays.
Yeah, he's going to help out a little bit, but we're going to give the ball to the playmakers and see what happens.
Yeah, how fun is it to play with these all-star players? You know, you've done a lot with the new Philly players. Now all of a sudden you've got a lot of other teams involved.
Yeah, the hardest thing is get them to learn what we do, you know, terminology and everything, because it's so different. You know, every team's got their own different, system. So getting them to learn that, they learned that by Friday, and then Monday we started clicking a little bit.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Head coach Troy Pilato of the East Squad will come back with more of our pregame show in just a moment right here on TV2 Sports.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Back on the TV2 pregame show with Curtis Metzger, the head coach of the West squad. Coach, what's it been like this week?
Oh, it's been a blast. I mean, it's getting to see guys come together as one. You know, you got guys that play 4 years against each other. They battle, and now they have a week and a half to become best friends. So, I mean, that's the best part about it.
What's been the toughest part about implementing what you want to do?
Just the terminology, making them understand our terminology, what we want them to do, and that's about the hardest part. I mean, it's line them up and let's go at it.
Well, you know, you get the most competitive kids in this type of environment with an all-star game, and that certainly gives you a little bit of an edge because they pay attention because they want to win.
You got that right. I mean, it's been competitive all week. I mean, if you turn around and you see the O-line, our O-line they're big, so the D-line had to battle all week, so it's been fun.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you.
Head coach Curtis Metzger of the West squad. We'll come back with more pregame from the 39th annual All-Star Charity Game, brought to you by the Times Reporter, right after this on TV2 Sports.
Woods Tall Timber Resort is a vacation that's close to home. The 7-acre lake is the focal point of the resort, with camping May through October. Splash away your summer days at the beach, and in the fall, enjoy brilliant colors from your own private cottage. Whether you enjoy primitive camping or the amenities of home, Woods Tall Timber Resort has it all. Luxurious cottages feature equipped kitchens, a full bathroom, and room for 8 guests. The resort includes a clubhouse, concession stand, bait shop, shower house, and laundromat. And the recreation never ends. Enjoy summer fun on water slides, inflatable trampolines, paddle boats, and electric boats, plus house rentals, fishing, game room, playground, woodpecker par 3 golf, and miniature golf, and of course hiking trails. And now Woods Tall Timber Resort has zip lines. It's the best value around for this exciting way to fly. Rides start at just $15. Small zips and kiddie zips are also available. And the Lake House Lodge can accommodate your party, reception, reunion, or event. Check out all of the fun online at woodstalltimberlake.com.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know. I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
And back on our TV2 pregame show here at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium for the 39th annual Charity All-Star Football Game, brought to you by the Times Reporter. With me is Carmel Howder of the Rainbow Connection and some friends. And Carmel, I'll let you introduce your friends.
These are my posse. I've got Bryce Gettle. He's going to be involved in the towing costs in a little bit. And then I've got Ryan Pipes. You know, her dad's been a board member, board president for many, many years. And I have Laney and your last name, Holderman. These are my group. They're my runners. They're my people. They're all here tonight.
All right, well, great. Let's talk about the game. Boy, over the last few years, it's just been a great benefit to the Rainbow Connection to be able to be a part of this with the Times Reporter.
Yeah, this is our big summertime boost for the Rainbow Connection. You know, the school year is going to be starting up here real soon, and this is when the teachers come to us. I need this computer, this technology, iPad, whatever. This game helps us meet those needs, that first, startup of school every year. This is a big boost. You know, this game always nets quite a bit of money. After they pay all the bills and the proceeds come to the Rainbow, I just want the Times Reporter to know how much we appreciate their assistance. Year after year, this is my 18th game, and every one of them is fun. You know, I always talk about it takes a whole community. This is it. You're going to see our community all here, buying tickets, eating food, and please, come hungry, buy food. It all comes to the Rainbow Connection.
Yeah, it's a great organization. We hope you have a chance to participate with it a lot. When you look at this game itself, it raises thousands of dollars every year. And how many people can you help with that?
Oh, my gosh. You know, when you talk about $10,000 or $20,000, that could supply a whole classroom with computers, iPads. They do, relaxation areas for children with autism. There's so much technology now, Scott, and it just takes money. So when you're talking $10,000 or $20,000, we're helping a lot of children.
So if somebody wants to donate to the Rainbow Connection, how can they do that?
Oh, you know how to do that. You call me. I'm going to answer the phone, 330-343-8686. I'm the only full-time employee. I have a part-time assistant. You'll always be able to get me on the phone.
All right. Well, good luck with tonight's game.
Thank you.
Carmel Howder and friends here as part of this 39th Annual Times Reporter Charity All-Star Football Game. We'll come back with the kickoff in just a moment right here on TV2 Sports.
You can now see your baby up close and personal at God's Creation in 4D. Utilizing the newest Mindray DC equipment, we offer the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination is available at 16 weeks. With many packages available, get more information by visiting our website at godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. so there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Looking for year-round comfort? Look no farther than Doug and Chris Carpenter at Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. You can reach us at 330-308-8550 or visit us online at carpentercomfort.com.
And welcome back to Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium as we continue here with our pregame activities on TV2 Sports. We have our keys to the game brought to you by God's Creation in 4D. You can now see your baby up close and personal with the newest Mindray DC equipment, offering the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination available at 16 weeks. Many packages available. Visit their website at www.godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965. Jay Yonder's joining me. And Jay, what are some of the keys in an all-star game like this?
Well, in a game like this, these teams have had 10 days to prepare for this game. And on the offense, they've had the 10 days to get ready and get their timing down. So consequently, the playbook's probably not going to be too thick. So when they are on offense, they're going to have to execute and be very precise in the jobs that they're doing. That's everybody from the offensive line blocking, ball carriers, and the quarterback handling the ball, and the receivers running crisp routes. On defense, it comes down to these players following the defensive scheme and following their keys on the field to put themselves in a position to make a tackle or defend a pass. So it's because they've only had the 10 days to prepare, it's going to be fairly basic. They got to do the things that are fairly basic to put themselves in a position to win the football game.
All right, that is our keys to the game, brought to you by God's Creation in 4D. You can reach them at 330-987-1965. Omni Orthopedics is proud to bring you the injury report again. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back into the game with the home team at Omni Orthopedics. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They're conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building. OmniOrtho.com. They love what they do, and it shows. Tucker Hill of the East Squad, from a graduate of New Philadelphia High School, has a hand injury and will not be able to play tonight. I think he's about the only one that's
unfortunately
in
he's
trouble.
Not able to dress tonight. I think he's the only one for both squads. So hopefully these guys play this game injury-free as well.
So that is our injury report, brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. In case you're wondering, they're conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building. You can find them at OmniOrtho.com. They love what they do, and it shows. Nationwide Insurance Agents Don Kemp, located at 2146 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and Doug Sofer, located at 435 West High Avenue, also in New Philly, bring you our starting lineup. If you're looking for home, car, health, or life insurance, give Don a call at 330-339-4211, or you can reach Doug at 330-339-4700. The East won the toss, so they will be on offense as they will take the football. The offensive line for the East squad: Kobe Cool and Jared Abiel, the tackles; Joe Delator and Alec Love, the guards; Kyle Swinnerman, the center. The tight end will be Kurt Pilato. Justice Avery and Hunter Miles will be the wideouts. Ross Love's the H-back. Brady Kotzmeyer, the quarterback, and Tyler Carter will be in the backfield as the tailback. Defensively for the West squad, across the front line, you'll have Jared Torch, Connor Brogan, Jason Conant, Michael Kashuba, and Seiko Imani. The linebackers in the middle will be Jalen Woods and Joseph House, and the deep backs will be Gabe Shetler, Nate Bonar, Dylan Little, and also Braden Ubel. So that is our starting lineup, at least for the initial series of play here at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. Thanks to Nationwide Insurance Agents Don Kemp, located at 2146 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and Doug Sofer, located at 435 West High Avenue in New Philly. The game itself here at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium, the 39th edition of the TR Charity All-Star Football Game. $336,000 has been raised for charity over the last 39 years. The West leads the all-time series over the East 20-18. West has actually won 14 of the last 18 games. Last year, the West beat the East 26-6. And importantly, as we mentioned, this game for charity, all proceeds will go to the Rainbow Connection. We'll come back with our national anthem and also our opening kickoff in just a moment. So stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and graphics. We are also an authorized distributor for Mossy Oak, Browning, Realtree, and Bone Collector graphics and products, as well as a hunting and fishing license agent. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Just wanting to be a police officer, I knew this was a great start, and it turned out to be a fantastic one.
Just be able to actually see what you're doing, what you're working on, and understand how you can take one thing and turn it into something else.
We got to creatively use skills and academics and see how we can place them into our fields.
It was pretty much I had the key to open the door, and that was from Buckeye.
And we're back at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium waiting for the start of our TR Charity All-Star Football Game, the 39th edition. The E Squad being introduced, and we're going to roll right in to our national anthem sung by Spencer Morgan, the son of our good friend Bill Morgan of WJER Sports, and brought to you by Jill Barker OD, a local family optometry practice with offices in Dover and Cadiz. Dr. Barker takes great pride in the individual care and attention provided to all of her patients. For quality eye care and a great-looking pair of glasses, please contact Jill Barker at 330-343-6941 in Dover or 740-942-4433 in Cadiz. Down to the field.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
And the national anthem brought to you by Jill Barker OD, a local family optometry practice with offices in Dover and Cadiz. Dr. Barker takes great pride in the individual care and attention provided to all of her patients. The East squad in the blue, the red squad is the West squad. And we're going to have very, very frequent water breaks. It is extremely hot here at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium, and that's going to play a part in this game.
Oh, it sure is. You know, the ambient temperature right now is around 90 degrees, and it's a lot hotter than that down on the field. So it's going to be important to keep those players hydrated and give them some breaks to kind of cool off a little bit.
It's time for our opening kickoff. Doug and Chris Carpenter at Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia, are bringing you that tonight. Looking for year-round comfort, you can reach them at 330-308-8550, or you can visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. So the West will be kicking it away. It'll be Daniel Van Gilder, a Dover High graduate, kicking away to the East. Tyler Carter will be back deep along with Ross Love. And we are just about ready to start this 39th edition of the TR Charity All-Star Football Game. So we'll see what excitement this can generate as we get ready to go. And the kick is away. It'll be taken by Love back at the 10, to the 15, the 20. Cuts to the right side to the 25, gets a block out to the 30. The 35 cuts it back to the 40 near the hash mark where he's taken down, and the East will have good field position to begin this drive.
Yeah, very nice return by Ross Love on that play. A 5'9", 160-pound wide receiver and defensive back from Indian Valley. Made a few nice cuts and put the East in pretty good field position to start the game.
Brady Kotzmeyer of an Indian Valley grad will be at the controls at the quarterback spot. Tyler Carter will be in the backfield. So you can bet that TC is going to get some touches.
Oh, I'm sure he will. They've got several weapons in the backfield that have some good speed, good feet, and sure they'll utilize them.
So here on first down and 10, out of the shotgun. The snap and the pitch to Love. Love around the left side. Puts his head down out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 4, and it'll be second down and 6.
Nice little jet sweep by the East squad. A couple of teammates. Brady Kotzmeyer, quarterback, and Ross Love at wide out. Nice little pickup, and see if the East can keep moving the ball down the field.
Braden Young and Micah Crowthers wide to the right side here on second down and 6. Kotzmeyer will take the snap, hands it off to Carter. Carter with the spin move, midfield and into West territory at the 49-yard line.
Another nice pickup. T. Carter from New Philadelphia making a bit of a move and picking up 5 yards.
So a 3rd and 1 here as the East moving the football here early in the first quarter against the West squad. Third down and 1. Quarterback will keep it. Kotzmeyer will have the first down at the 47-yard line.
Nice play by Kotzmeyer to pick up the first down. Quarterback from Indian Valley who gained over 1,000 yards rushing this year. Did a pretty good job passing the football, but Indian Valley did not pass that much this year, so they relied on his legs.
It's really amazing as we get a timeout here on the field. Equipment issue, I believe. It's amazing how these young men have all come together here in a very short period of time and really become a cohesive unit and really look pretty good so far.
Yes, they have. I think it's kind of neat when you look down at the helmets. You can't tell what their home schools are because they've got decals from other schools.
Love in motion. Kotzmeyer's going to take it himself. Straight up the middle. to the 40-yard line, maybe to the 39 for a nice gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Nice fake by Kotzmeyer, followed his center and guards right up the middle, and made a nice pickup of 8 yards.
Cool, Delator, Swinderman, Love, and Abiel opening some holes along the line for the East squad as we got another look at it there.
I got a feeling that the East squad's going to run the football a lot tonight.
Well, that's their strength. As it is 2nd down and 2 with 9:25 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the East and the West. Kotzmeyer drops back and we'll have a penalty. Legal procedure against the East. Some movement, so it'll be a 5-yarder. So the false start will back him up 5. Yeah, that is pretty common.
Yeah, that's something that we'll probably see a little bit of early in the game. Everybody gets all in sync.
So the health of the youngsters playing very critical, so we will get some water breaks here in a few minutes. Love in motion. Kotzmeyer takes the snap, the handoff back to the left, and Carter is stopped at the 45-yard line after a short gain.
Looked like, was that maybe Jalen Woods making a good stop.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8. 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The East keeping it on the ground, and this might be the first obvious passing down as Braden Young and Ross Love split wide to the right side. Troy Pilato in at tight end. Kotzmeyer looks to pass, got a man there. It's going to be a 1st down for the East as Young catches it down around the 32-yard line.
Nice job you see right there by Braden Young going up and getting the football, and a 13-yard gain for a 1st down.
Scott Robinson and Jay Yonders with you from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium, bringing you the annual TR Charity All-Star Football Game. Kind of the kickoff to the football season each fall.
This gets everybody in the mood for football.
Split backs, flank, Kotzmeyer in the backfield. The handoff to Carter. Carter over the left side, and they've really keyed on him. Sekou Imani at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, the West defensive front has been keeping him from getting out in the open space and picking up some big yardage.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 after the gain of 1. So the East with veteran head coach Matt Dennison calling the plays. Certainly a big help to head coach Troy Pilato. Kotzmeyer in the shotgun, Carter in the backfield with him. Kotzmeyer drops back, looks across the middle, has a man there. It's overthrown and nearly intercepted down around the 9-yard line. Good coverage there by Gabe Shetler.
Just a little bit high for Ross Love. Yeah, it's interesting when you talk about these head coaches being assistant coaches. Troy Pilato from New Philadelphia and Curtis Metzger from Strasburg. Be interesting to see how they manage the game.
So no score here, 7:28 to go, first quarter. 3rd down and 9 for the East squad. You got to figure it potentially could be 4-down territory here. Kotzmeyer looks for the quarterback draw, takes it to the left side, puts his head down to the 24-yard line. And it'll be 4th down.
Looks like he picked up about 8 yards on the play. That's what makes him so dangerous is when he drops back to pass, if he doesn't see anyone open, he can tuck the ball and find an opening and pick up a nice gain.
Nice 5-minute drive to open the game here for the East, and now we get a timeout for the East. So with 6:56 to play here, we have our first timeout. You look at the football season, it'll begin really last week in August, I think, the last Friday in August, and certainly there are some real hopeful teams that have aspirations of making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, there's going to be some good football played around this area, and be interesting to see how things pan out. There's a couple of key games that first week. I think New Philadelphia and Canton Central Catholic is a pretty big game for early in the season.
They are, and you know, Dover's got a number of interesting matchups as they play some of the teams they played last year, but it's the home and away series, so some of them they're going to have to be on the road for, which will make it very interesting. So the East will get some instruction. They'll head back out. It'll be 4th down and 2. Caden Hurst in the backfield along with T. Carter, Kotzmeyer in the middle of them. Wouldn't think they're going to pass the football. Carter has the first down and more, slips a tackle, and down to the 12-yard line.
Nice play by T. Carter.
Braden Ubel and Bryce Hammond making the stop for the West.
Made a nice cut and turned the ball upfield, broke a couple of tackles, and picked up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Young and Love are wide to the right side. Carter and Hurst in the backfield along with Kotzmeyer here on 1st down and 10. For the East, the ball resting at the 12-yard line of the West. The handoff to Carter. A little shake and bake down about the 8-yard line for a gain of 4. So the East, a very impressive drive here to start this game.
So far this drive's had 11 plays, and we're almost all the way halfway through the first quarter. So
I believe it's nine runs and 2 passes, right?
Yes, it is.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6. The East can get a first down without scoring here. You get a good look at the trio in the backfield of Hurst, Carter, and Kotzmeyer. Carter the handoff again. And he'll be taken down around the 5-yard line, maybe the 4. As Connor Brogan in there.
Pick up of about 3-4 yards. Kotzmeyer's reading and handing the ball off to Carter, and he just keeps picking up a few yards here and there.
The offensive script here for the East has gone very well. It's 3rd down and 3 at the 5-yard line. Showing a power eye here behind Kotzmeyer, who's under center. The pitch to Carter. He's got a wave of blockers in front of him. He's going to dive into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice play by the East squad. Had a couple of blockers in Caden Hurst and Ross Love out leading the way, and T. Carter was able to pick up the 5 yards for the touchdown.
Jacob Wagner of Sandy Valley on to try the extra point. Had an excellent career at Sandy Valley.
We had the opportunity to see him set a school record with a field goal.
Micah Crowthers to hold. Wagner to try the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So it is 7-0. The East squad leading the West here. A great drive, actually, what, about 60 yards, roughly?
Roughly 60 yards. It took 6 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock, and just kept working the ball down the field. It was a good job by the East offense.
So we get the first of the water breaks. So with 5:16 to go here, we'll see if we get the kickoff here shortly. And we'll continue on with the game. Extremely warm, the hottest game that we can recall on record, although it's been, we had some hot weather before, but this is exceptionally warm.
This one seems exceptionally warm, and it's good that they're thinking of player safety first. Coach Pilato mentioned that he's going to utilize his timeouts when needed as well to make sure that his players get a bit of a break and get some water.
So they're going to take extended water breaks, so the game will take a little bit longer, but there you get a good look at the cheerleaders. So we're just about ready to go here. As the sun starts to go down, the breaks may get a little bit longer. So the East with Jacob Wagner getting ready to kick it away.
Jacob Wagner set to kick for the East All-Stars.
Jared Torch back deep for the West, along with Billy Bailey. So they will receive the kick. Nice kick that Bailey is going to take in the end zone. It'll come back to the 20-yard line. Very impressive by Jacob Wagner.
Well, one thing, when you put together an all-star team like this, you have to find some special teams players, and you need kicker, punter, a long snapper, and a holder. And one thing both of these teams have tonight are very good kickers, between Jacob Wagner and Daniel Van Gilder of the West.
So for the West squad, it'll be Dallas Foster, Garaway graduate at quarterback, Billy Bailey, Jared Torch, and Jason Conant will spend some time in the backfield. Tyler Burrier and Tanner Shaw will, Burrier a wide receiver, Shaw a tight end. Across the line, you've got Austin Sims, Tyler Ayers, Jacob Fondrius, Dustin Carr, and Charles McAllister. We'll set the defense here for the East after this play. The handoff to Bailey, and he's got nowhere to go as Justice Avery is in there on the stop. Across the line for the East squad, it's Nick Ganano, Logan Ford, Bailey Fitch, Elijah Lonzer, and Kyle Cunningham. Justice Avery, Alec Love, and Caden Hurst, the linebackers, and the deep backs, Bryce Moan, Micah Crowthers, and Hunter Miles. That'll be 2nd down and 9 after the gain of 1. The pitch to Bailey, tries to turn the corner, and he is quickly taken down by Logan Ford. Big loss. Great play by the East defense.
Big play there by Logan Ford. West squad tried to get the ball out to the outside, and Logan Ford made a nice play, and the West lost 3 yards on that.
All right, at the moment, the East squad's dominating this first quarter.
Yes, they are, and I think the West squad is going to try and run the football as well. They've got some big offensive linemen, but so far the East squad has been able to contain the running game early on in this drive.
3 wideouts here as new quarterback in for the West is Christian Simmons. Simmons will run it, and he will have the first down. Gets him out of a hole out at the 30-yard line, maybe the 31.
Good job by Simmons.
Maybe just a little short of the first down.
Didn't have anybody open, and tucked the ball and made a nice pickup.
4th down and 1.
Just a little short of the first down.
So it looks like the West is going to go for it here. as Foster will come back in. Foster, pretty big fella, 6'3", 215 pounds. They only need about a yard here. Maybe they're going to try and draw him off, possibly. Nope, they're going to go with it. The handoff goes to Jalen Woods, and he'll have the first down.
Well, that's an even bigger back right there. Jalen Woods at 6 foot and about 250 pounds. Picked up about 5 yards on a play and keeps the drive alive for the West squad.
Yeah, the All-Star games are a little bit different. You're not going to see that in a regular season game.
Probably not.
Very rarely at best. So the 1st and 10 for the West squad with 2:46 to go here in the first quarter.
It's things like that that makes this game fun.
And a timeout by the West squad.
The play clock wound down to 1, and the West squad called timeout just in time rather than taking a delay of the game penalty. I had a player come in a little late, and you would expect things like that to happen early on in a game like this.
So 2:29 to go here in the first quarter. So we'll see what the West will come back with after that timeout. Certainly, it's a situation that they would like to get back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they'd like to put together a sustained drive just like the East squad and tie this ball game up. With both of these offenses right now, they're not putting the ball in the air, and the first quarter's just about done. There's only 2:29 left to go. The clock's been running for the most part.
So they come back out. First down and 10. And we're going to hit 5 yards. They'll back them up. The West offensive line jumped early. So it'll be 1st and 15. .229 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0, the East leading the West. And again, another false start on the West. Going to go backwards here. So they tagged Tanner Shaw twice in a row. And it'll be 1st and 20. And this is not a situation where you want to have 1st and 20.
No, you don't. You know, this is one of those things. Now you're in a mode where you want to try and pick up bigger chunks and put yourself in a little bit better position to pick up the first down.
So 1st down and 20. Foster looks to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to run. Ganano had him first. He slips past him, but Bailey Fitch will bring him down for the East.
Good job by the East defense. Good coverage downfield. It looked like they were trying to get the ball to Shaw. He was covered. And defensive front for the East was able to make the play on Foster and only allow a 3-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 17 here for the West. Dallas Foster under center. The pitch to Bailey. Bailey around the left side. And Bailey out across the 30 to maybe the 32-yard line. So a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice job by Michael Kashuba to get a good block and allow Bailey to turn the ball up, pick up a 5-yard gain.
3rd down and 11. Minute 19 to go here in the quarter. 7-0, the East leading the West. See what the West dials up here. Simmons from Fairless in at the quarterback spot, looking to throw. Has some room to run. Runs to the sideline and dives out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. And that's going to be about 6 yards short. And the West will have to punt it away.
Another 5-yard pickup, but when you start off at 1st and 20, it's and you're only picking up 5 yards of play, it's hard to get the first down. They've dropped back to pass 3 times, but they've yet to make an attempt.
Daniel Van Gilder will punt for the West. Ross Love back at about his own 25-yard line, looking directly into the sun. Van Gilder will get it away. And the West will down it right at the 30-yard line. And we'll have a change of possession here with 48 seconds to go. And they take a timeout for water with 48 seconds to go in the quarter.
Well, this game through the years has been a pretty special game since that first one in 1978 for all the players and the coaches and the cheerleaders and all the participants. But it's special tonight for Coach Pilato. He gets one last opportunity to coach his son, Kurt, number 32. He's playing tight end for the East squad, and it's kind of neat that they get that opportunity together.
So we're working this first quarter down at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. 7-0, the East leading the West. Get a good look at the crowd there. So the East will come out here. And it is amazing that there are a number of players that are going both ways.
More than we've seen in the past.
The rosters aren't huge. I mean, you've probably got 25 to 30 players on each team, which isn't a lot.
No, it's not. And understandably, that's why they're taking as many water breaks as they are.
The East has kept it primarily on the ground. Kotzmeyer will give it to Carter. Carter out across the 30, maybe to the, looks stopped right about the line of scrimmage there.
Doesn't look like he did not pick up any yardage on that.
Jalen Woods filled that hole pretty quickly, and it's 2nd down and 10. And if they run the ball here, it's likely to be the last play of the first quarter. Second down and 10. In motion is Love. They'll hand it to him. And Love in trouble. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. And a little extracurricular after the play. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we'll come back with second quarter action in a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports. Seven to nothing, the East leading the West as we begin the second quarter. But first, Lightning Signs and Decals wants to bring you this first quarter wrap-up. Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and graphics. They're also an authorized distributor for Mossy Oak, Browning, Realtree, and Bone Collector graphics and products, as well as hunting and a fishing license agent. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia. Only one score in that first quarter. Tyler Carter, a 5-yard run to complete a 13-play, 60-yard drive. And that is the Lightning Signs and Decals first quarter wrap-up. Ready to go with the second quarter action. East with the football. Kotzmeyer throws it out to Love. Love's got a man down there. Pilato is down there, and it's just overthrown.
I had that place set up pretty nicely. Had some blocking out for Love with Caden Hurst, just a little bit overthrown.
You know that they're going to try something once in a while, you know, something a little different, something out of the ordinary. That play was in the Indian Valley playbook, so they just kind of put it in. Ross Love, a great all-around athlete, and certainly good arm.
Well, we saw what kind of speed he has that last play of the first quarter. Was able to turn it upfield and outrun a couple of defenders and gain a first down.
2nd down and 10. Carter spins at about the 45-yard line. And Seiko Imani just kind of grabs him. And when you look at the fact that T. Carter's about 5'6", and Seiko Imani's about 6'4", and weighs about 260, 270, kind of wrapped him up pretty solidly.
Pretty good bet who was going to win that one once they got together.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 8. Nice crowd on hand here at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. It's filled in a little bit, given the heat. Pressure's on. Kotzmeyer gets it to Carter. Carter can't slip enough tackles, though. He'll be short of the first down at about the 49-yard line of the West. So now, Troy Pilato, a tough call here. What's he going to do? Yeah, it looks like the punt team is going to come on.
Yeah, I think he's going to play it safe here. Try and pin the West squad deep in their own territory.
Well, when you have Jacob Wagner as a weapon, that certainly helps.
It sure does.
Braden Ubel will go back deep, along with Jason Garland. High kick. Ubel couldn't handle it, and it looks like the ball is loose, and who's got it? Well, there's a lot of blue jerseys around it, but I haven't seen a call, so I'm guessing that the West might have come up with it. So the West came up with it. At the bottom of the pile was, I believe, Jared Torch.
Yes, it was. Like you said, there was a lot of blue jerseys there, but he was able to come up with a football. Several of those East players had a shot at it, but were not able to bring it in. Well, the punt was pretty effective. The West is starting on their own 13-yard line, so the East squad has them pinned fairly deep in their own territory.
The water breaks have basically turned into timeouts. So we have a lot of time to fill and not much to fill it with at this point. So we certainly hope that you'll stay tuned to TV2 for updates on the football season that's coming up. We'll have football, volleyball, soccer, and also the basketball season also will be here before you know it in December. And we've got a lot of games and wrestling matches coming up there as well. Looking forward to bringing you another season of sports right here on the sports leader in Tuscarawas County, TV2 Sports. Scott Robinson and Jay Yonders with you as Simmons in at the quarterback spot for the West. The handoff to Bailey. Bailey breaks it to the outside. And Justice Avery's got to grab him from his linebacker spot.
Good job by Bailey to get the ball outside a little bit. Made a nice pickup of about 8 yards.
2nd down and 2. Bailey in the backfield. Torch going to the right side. Christian Simmons at the quarterback spot. Drops the football. He's got to take it himself, and he will maybe get enough for the first down.
Looks like he did get the first down on that play. Pickup of about 3 yards. The West squad has yet to attempt a pass. In several of these games, we've seen some pretty wide open offenses, but tonight both coaches staying pretty conservative and keeping the ball on the ground.
First down and 10 for the West. Simmons will pitch it to Bailey. Bailey's in trouble. And the East quickly closes as Landon Monter of Malvern making the stop.
Made a good play for a loss of 2. At this point, the West just has not been able to generate a whole lot of offense yet.
Second down and 12. As Jared Torch in the backfield behind Simmons. 3 wideouts. Simmons looks to go long. And it's going to be caught by Tyler Burrier in the East Territory at about the 38-yard line.
Nice play by Simmons. An even better play by Burrier. Go up and get the ball. That was pretty decent coverage there, but able to make the catch and picked up a nice 39-yard gain.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Simmons getting this series. Torch in motion. The handoff to Bailey straight ahead. Bailey slips a tackle. Nice yardage inside of the 35-yard line, maybe to the 34.
Bailey's been running behind some of those big offensive linemen and picked up a nice 5-yard gain.
So it'll be second down and 5. 7:13 to go here in the second quarter. The 39th annual Times Reporter Charity All-Star Football Game. West leads the series 20-18. The handoff to Spencer McCray, and he'll be stopped after a short gain.
Logan Ford made a nice play on that little jet sweep, and now the West has got third down and 6. We'll see what they dial up here.
6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Bell Stores halftime report and our Vasco Group halftime adjustment. Christian Simmons at the quarterback controls. Simmons rolling to his right. He's going to have to tuck it and run, and he'll be out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Good job again by the East defense to force him out of the pocket. Good coverage downfield. Now they got fourth down and 4. Looks like the West is going to go for it.
So fourth down and 4. West trailing 7-0. One of those important moments in the game. Bailey, the lone setback. 3 wideouts. As Simmons drops straight back, rolling to his left. He's going to take it out into a bevy of blue defenders, and it's incomplete down at the goal line.
The East squad had 3 defenders covering Burrier on the play, and able to knock the ball down and take over on offense.
So we go to another water break. So the Water break brigade continues here. You'd think they would do it on every other possession, but that's the way they've designed it, so that's the way we'll play it. Congratulations to the Times reporter for another great all-star football game. 39 years, a long time for a game, something of this nature. A lot of players over the years, a lot of coaches, a lot of memories.
Yeah. And the best part of it is all the money that's been raised for charity.
First down and 10 for the East with 6:04 to go here in the first half. 7-0. They lead it. They took the first drive, went 60 yards in 13 plays, took 6:44 off the clock. The pitch to Love. Love cuts it back inside at the 35 out to the 40-yard line. As the West tackle made there by Michael Kashuba.
Nice 8-yard pickup. He had some good blocking in front of him. T. Carter got a nice block. And for not being a real big guy, he made a couple of nice, broke a couple of tackles and made a nice run.
Second down and 2. Kotzmeyer rolling to his left. Throws. It's going to be caught. And looks like it's Braden Young on the far side. That'll be good enough for the first down for the East. Nice catch.
Good job. As you can see, Braden Young was right on the sideline. Went up high to get the football and got, looked like both feet in bounds, even though he only needs one, and moved the chains.
First down and 10 for the East. Clock rolling with 5:16 to go here in the first half. East showing some movement on offense like they did in their first series. They've gone back to that jet sweep, and that time they opened it up a little with the passing. And they took too much time. They made a shift in the backfield, and that just took a little too much time. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be a first down now and 15.
I think we've had a good opportunity to see what Brady Kotzmeyer can do when he's called upon to throw the football. He's 3 of 5 right now and made some nice pickups.
Kotzmeyer hands it off to Carter. Carter breaks a tackle, has the first down and more at the 46-yard line. So an 8-yard gain, good enough to give him a second down and 7 after the penalty.
Yeah. Not quite first down yardage, but good play by Carter.
Good play on first down.
Broke a couple of tackles and made a nice stiff arm to pick up a nice 8-yard gain.
We figured he would get plenty of work, and he and Love have had their share of carries so far.
Yes, they have, and you can see what the East is trying to do, keep the ball on the ground, keep picking up chunks of yardage and controlling the clock.
That really is a lot of, based on the time you have available, the ground game is really one of the few options that you have. I mean, you can put in a few passes, but nothing significant in a game like this, and close to a first down on the carry by Carter. You know what I mean? It's passing is, it's difficult to get the routes in and the things and get everybody on the same page with the terminology.
Right, and unless you've got a quarterback and a couple of wideouts from the same team, it's tough to get everybody on the same page. When you've got 10 days to get everybody doing the same things and getting the timing down, it's obviously the ground game is what most coaches are going to use in a game like this.
So first down and 10. Kotzmeyer rolling to his left. He's got lots of open room out there. He's going to have another first down and more before he's finally ripped down inside of the 20-yard line. What a run by Brady Kotzmeyer.
Great run by Brady Kotzmeyer, and he got a good block downfield by T. Carter. picked up about 20 yards on the play, and the East squad has looked pretty impressive on offense so far.
They've got a lot of different weapons, that's for sure. .325 to play here in the first half. 7-0, the East leading the West. Scott Robinson and Jane Gonders with you from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. Carter waits on his blocks, cuts it back inside, slips one tackle with a nifty move, and is down to the 14-yard line after a gain of 4.
Had a power I formation, and Kotzmeyer pitched it to Carter. He was able to pick up about 4 yards on the play, and they just keep grinding the ball out on the ground and moving the ball down the field.
So they stay in the power I. Love, Caden Hurst, and T. Carter behind Kotzmeyer, who's under center. They hand off to Love to the left side. Spins down to the 10-yard line. Another gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 2. We get another look.
Nice job of ball handling by Kotzmeyer. Ross Love gets the football and picks up a 4-yard gain. But now it's 3rd and short.
And we've got a player down. Immediate thought is with the heat, you think a cramp situation. Certainly don't want it to be any worse than that. Can't really identify the player yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
Looks like it's Joe Delator. So he is going to holding his nose. That so he will come off to the side. Depending on the severity of that injury, that may end his night.
Certainly hope it doesn't. At least he was able to walk off the field.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the East. Kotzmeyer rolling to his right, looking to pass the football. And Love can't hang on to it at about the 4-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 2. You got to think they're pretty confident that they could try a field goal here with Jacob Wagner. And as soon as we say it, of course, he trots out.
Well, he, as you said earlier, he had a very good season kicking the football, and field goal's never automatic, but I stand a pretty good chance with him kicking the football.
Number 14, Jacob Wagner.
So a 27-yard field goal attempt out of the hold of Micah Crowthers. Kick is up, and that kick looks good. So that makes it 10-0. The East with a 10-0 lead.
Another pretty nice drive that ended in points for the East squad. They've been able to utilize the running game, take time off the clock because there's only a couple minutes left in the half. And if I'm Coach Pilato, it's got to be exactly the way he wanted the football game to start off.
So we are just about ready to move on here with the kickoff. Pretty good football game, not too many penalties.
No, you know, for being an all-star game like this, it's been pretty well played. Like you say, not a lot of penalties, and
so the kick coming our way. Wagner floats it down to the 5-yard line where Bailey picks it up to the 10, the 15. Hesitates to the 20 and up to the 25-yard line and even beyond that to the 27 where the West will have it with 1:54 to go in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Bell Stores halftime report. We'll also have our Vasco Group halftime adjustment. It's kind of our exhibition game too.
yeah, get you in there. Start getting you ready for the regular season.
We'll be tweaking things throughout the broadcast so we can be ready when the regular season starts.
Making those adjustments.
First down and 10 for the West from their own 28-yard line. Simmons rolling to his left, in trouble. And Logan Ford is there.
Logan Ford made a nice play. Simmons took the football, and I don't think he saw Logan Ford behind him to the left, and Logan Ford put him down with a little bit of authority.
Also in on that tackle was Brandon Murphy of Sandy Valley. Simmons to the outside. Pass is caught. Not much to do with it there as Tyler Burrier comes away with it. And now the West takes another timeout.
Just a third pass even attempted by the West squad. They've completed a couple, but they're going to have to hustle up a little bit. They're going to get some points out of this drive before the half.
So 1:15 to go here. I believe they have one timeout remaining for the West. See how aggressive the East wants to be. I want to thank our replay sponsor too, the Buckeye Career Center. If you're an adult looking for a new career or a high school student looking for ideas on how to start yours, check out Buckeye Career Center as they're in the business of preparing you for the fastest growing segments of today's job markets. Visit Buckeye Career Center at 545 University Drive Northeast in New Philadelphia or online at www.buckeyecareercenter.org and see the many educational opportunities that Buckeye offers. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Simmons quickly to the outside has the first down as Burrier picks it up at the 42-yard line.
Another 8-yard pickup, but they were able to get the first down. The clock's running, and they still have to go 58 yards for a touchdown.
Simmons across the middle. He's got a man there as it's a nice catch by Tanner Shaw of Ridgewood.
Nice play by the West there. Tanner Shaw just kind of ran down the seam, and Simmons got him the ball. Nice pickup of
Simmons showing a good arm here, rolling to his right. Gets past Ganano. Little jump pass that almost fell into the hands of T. Carter. Clock stop with 42 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, the West squad's putting themselves in a position to maybe get a score before the half, but still have 34 yards to pick up.
Simmons drops back across the middle. Again, another pass that's completed to Tanner Shaw. And they'll have to take another timeout, their final timeout. Well, we've got an injured player, I should say.
Yeah, it looks like Tanner Shaw's down, tackled there by Justice Avery of Claymont, and looked like it hit him right about the knee or the thigh. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with All-Star games because they don't have a lot of practice. They're not necessarily in football shape. And, you know, these things can happen.
They can, yeah. These guys are athletes. They are in shape, but they're not in football shape. Those 10 days of practice just doesn't allow you enough time to get in football shape.
So Shaw able to walk it off, gets to the sideline. .30 seconds to go here. I don't think the West realizes the clock is running here. Down to 20 seconds. And boy, did they lose a lot of time there.
They lost a lot of time, and they had to use their last timeout.
Well, they lost about 30+ seconds right there. So with 12 seconds to go, they might have 2 plays left. So 12 seconds to go in the half. 10-0, the East leading the West.
Yeah, obviously they certainly want to score before the half, but they lost a lot of time right there.
So with 12 seconds to go here in the half, the West will have at least one chance, maybe 2, to maybe close out this drive, try and get on the board. Troy Pilato, the head coach of the East. Curtis Metzger, the head coach of the West. Simmons drops back, looks to go long. It's going to be overthrown, and for Bailey, and Micah Crowthers will make the interception at the 5-yard line. And we're going to get our first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the night. And at this stage, with 4 seconds to go in the half, it really isn't going to amount to a whole lot.
No.
Maybe keep things under control.
Well, looked like the ball just hung in the air a little too long for Simmons right there and allowed Carruthers to get underneath it and make the interception.
So they'll mark off the 15 out to the 21-yard line, and we'll have one play and the half will be over. These games generally go fairly quickly because they're run-based.
Yes,
a lot of times.
Well, and with the makeup of these rosters and the players that they have, you got to believe they're gonna run the ball most of the time and utilize the big offensive linemen and those quick backs.
The handoff to Carter. He'll get a few yards, and that's the half, with the East leading the West 10-0. We'll come back with our Bell Stores halftime report, and we'll have our Vasco group halftime adjustment, but we'll have a penalty here, and let's see if they wave it off. can't imagine that they want to take the penalty here. Looks like everybody is, I think, heading to the locker room unless they're going to make them stay. So they're bringing him back for an untimed down for another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Well, you know, if I'm the East, I might try and pull something off here.
Well, I was just sitting here thinking about that. They've got 60 yards.
You got 4 receivers in.
You might as well give it a shot.
Kotzmeyer's just going to take it himself, and Sekou Amani will end that as things start to get a little testy at midfield, and we have our first skirmish of the night. So the tradition continues, and that will be halftime. 10-0, the East leading the West. We'll come back with our Bell Stores halftime report and our Vasco Group halftime adjustment in a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
And it's back at halftime. It's 10-0. The East leading the West as both teams warming up for the second half. It's time for a halftime report brought to you by Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell Store and make sure your family is running on full for the second half. And Jay, really pretty good first half of football for a game like this.
Well, the East squad, on the basis of a couple of drives that they scored on, they've had 22 rushes for 129 yards, and they've been 3 of 6 passing for 29 yards, and they didn't have a turnover. For the West squad, they were 14 rushes for 40 yards. They were 5 of 8 passing for 74 yards, and they had the 1 interception late in the first half. So far, the East has done pretty well with the running game, and the West needs to make some adjustments to stop their running game and give their offense a bit of a chance to put up a score and kind of close the gap.
So that is our halftime report, brought to you by Bell Stores, with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell Store and make sure your family's running on full for the second half. Our halftime adjustment brought to you by the Vasco Group, a full-service asphalt paving and maintenance company. Vasco also specializes in the construction of artificial turf fields, running tracks, and tennis courts. You can learn more about them at their website, www.thevascogroup.com. So, what's the West have to do to get back in the football game?
Well, on offense, I think that they keep mixing it up between the run and pass. They'll do okay. Defensively, they've just got to stop the East ground game. The East has been very effective when they pass, but they haven't passed a whole lot. So for the West, they need to take second half kickoff and take the ball down the field and get a score, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, at least get on the scoreboard.
So the West will get the football to start the second half of action. And the second half kickoff brought to you by Doug and Chris Carpenter at Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550, or you can visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. The West in the red, the East in the blue, and we are just about ready to begin the third quarter. Warm night here at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. We'll see how they handle the water breaks here in the second half, with the sun down a little bit and the temperature cooling just a bit.
Well, at least right now none of the fields in the sun at this point, so hopefully it helps drop the temperature a little bit down on the field. As we said in the first half, it was extremely warm down there.
Billy Bailey and Jared Torch back deep to receive the kick from Jacob Wagner. Congratulations to all involved with this game, though, for giving up their time to make an effort to be here, to coach, to volunteer, to play. It's an all-around great effort to raise this type of money for the Rainbow Connection.
It sure is, and like you said earlier, there's a pretty good crowd here. They're ready to. This gets them ready for the regular season. They want to see some football.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the West at the 20-yard line.
One thing for sure with the West, their offense has not had any particularly good field position to start any of their drives.
Christian Simmons is back there at quarterback again. We haven't seen Dallas Foster at the quarterback spot here for a while. The handoff to Bailey, straight ahead. Gain of 7 out to the 27-yard line. Second down and 3.
And Bailey took the handoff and went right up the middle, right behind his center. Nice 7-yard pickup.
So second down and 4. McCray in motion. The handoff to Bailey. And Bailey is knocked down there by Logan Ford again. He's had a great game.
Yeah, initial hit by Elijah Lonzer of Indian Valley, and Logan Ford finished him off. A good play by the East defense.
So it'll be third down and 5 after a loss of a yard. Simmons in the shotgun, Bailey behind him. Burrier is wide to the left along with Torch. Simmons in trouble. Ford's after him. The throw and the catch. And I believe it was Tanner Shaw again, the tight end, making the catch, but it'll be fourth down.
It looks like the officials may have ruled him out of bounds.
Okay, so he did not catch it, so it's incomplete. It'll be fourth down. So Daniel Van Gilder will punt it away for the West squad. And Ross Love standing back for the East at the 45-yard line. Van Gilder gets it away, a high punt, and it will be downed at the 45-yard line after taking a favorable bounce for the Blue.
Took a very favorable bounce for the East squad, and they've got some really good field position to start the second half off. Had an illegal formation penalty on the offense, but obviously with where the ball's at right now, the East declined the penalty.
10:24 to go here in the third quarter. Both teams have been particularly run-based.
And the East squad has been a little bit more successful at it.
Kotzmeyer has gone all the way at quarterback. Carter in the slot to the right. In motion is Love. Kotzmeyer will take it himself. Kotzmeyer with a big gain. He'll have another first down at the 34-yard line.
Another nice run by Kotzmeyer, picking up a first down. See, just went right up the middle, but made some nice yardage on the play.
Sekou Imani with another tackle. He's had a pretty good game for the West defense.
Yes, he has. Big 6'4", 215-pound defensive end from Dover.
First down and 10 for the East at the 34-yard line. The give to Love, and Love is taken down.
Nice
as
play.
Connor Brogan's there.
Nice play by the West defense. Josh Liggett from Garaway was in on the play as well for a loss of 1 yard.
It'll be second down and 11. Clock rolling with 9:20 to play in the third quarter. Caden Hurst this time in the slot to the right, with Pilato, the tight end, on the right side. Kotzmeyer drops back, looks to go long. That pass is going to be underthrown, but a nearly great catch there by Justice Avery, but good coverage on the play by Nathan Bonar.
Good job by Nathan Bonar to knock the ball down. It looked like Avery may have made the adjustment to catch the football.
Third down and 11. Kotzmeyer lifts his foot. Love goes in motion. Kotzmeyer's going to cut it back to left. Sekou Imani is there and will pull him down from behind. And it'll be fourth down.
Another nice play by Sekou Imani from Dover. Whenever Kotzmeyer cut the ball back to the left, Imani was right there, and loss of a yard. Now it's a fourth down, and they're on about the 36-yard line.
So Jacob Wagner will come on to kick. They're going to try a field goal here. I wondered if they might try that. It'll be a 53-yard field goal attempt. So this would obviously be the record. Might as well. This would be the highlight of the game right here.
Sure would.
And it has got just about enough leg on it, just under the crossbar. Wow. From 50, it would have been good.
Yes, it would have. And that would have been the longest field goal by 6 yards.
Yeah, that. I wondered if they wouldn't try to do something for him in this game, because he is an outstanding kicker with a bright future ahead.
And that was an excellent opportunity. Give him a shot at it.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt him any. They're, you know, it was a penalty that has been marked off. back to the 20-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but they're marking it at the 20-yard line. I don't know if it. I don't know if they consider that since it didn't get to the crossbar. I don't know what the ruling is there, but anyway, it ends up at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, no, the West once again does not have very good field position to start a drive.
Simmons is going to take it himself, hurdles over the line, and has the first down out across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Nice job there by Simmons. Fake the jet sweep and fake the handoff to Bailey and went right up the middle and picked up 11 yards.
Clock rolling with 7:55 to go here in the third quarter. 10-0, the East leading the West. Burrier comes wide to the left side. In motion is Torch. The handoff to Bailey straight ahead. Nice job there by Nick Ganano, that hustled in from his defensive end spot there to make the tackle.
Tough 3 yards for Bailey. I have to say that Simmons has done a pretty decent job at quarterback. You know, he was 5 of 8 in the first half for 74 yards, so he did generate some offense. He's also done a fairly good job running the football.
It was great, too, to see C. Grant here earlier tonight. Had a chance to say hello, and nice young man, great athlete, and one of the best in New Philly history. Simmons is in trouble and just about got back to the line of scrimmage. He did a good job just to get back about 10 yards that he could have lost, as Logan Ford able to get him from behind.
Yeah, that could have been a whole lot worse for the West.
Well, Elijah Lonzer had him pushed way back, but he managed to get away.
Simmons is fairly elusive.
Yeah, I think they've come to the conclusion they want a passing quarterback, and that is what they're going to get with him. Although that time he showed great foot speed. More of a classic drop back passer. This time he'll tuck it and run. And he is down at about the 39-yard line. So a gain of 7. It'll be a 4th down and 3.
Yeah, the East defense did a good job of covering the receivers. So Simmons really had no choice. He did a good job to pick up some positive yardage.
Now a penalty flag is down. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the West.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 10 of the offense, still 4th down.
So they will back the West up 15 yards.
Well, if they had any idea of going for it, that penalty just
not sure what the issue was
changed
there.
Their thinking.
The officials are trying to keep the game under control. We had a few skirmishes right before the end of the half that I'm sure they were concerned about. As Van Gilder will take the snap. Again, not a very good snap. The punter gets decked, and Caden Hurst, I think, might have gotten him. So we'll let them sort out the penalty here. The West did not have a very good protection scheme there.
No, they didn't. The last couple of punts, the East has been putting a little bit more pressure on the punter.
So they'll get 5 yards and the running into the kicker, and it will be another re-kick. So Ross Love will drop back. He'll be standing about his 39-yard line, as Van Gilder has been under heavy fire. This time he gets a nice high kick. Love settles under it and makes the catch at about the 39-yard line, where the East will have it. To start this drive, they lead it 10-0, and the West really has not had a strong offensive series yet.
No, they just have not been able to consistently generate good offense. They've had a couple of plays where they picked up some nice yardage, but they haven't been able to string together enough for a good drive, a good scoring drive.
So the water break scheduled here. You know, you think about it, there's a lot of people that have given up a lot of time over the last 2 weeks to make sure this game comes off for charity, and everybody needs to be patted on the back for that. The Times Reporter for carrying this tradition on for 39 years. Certainly, you've got the Rainbow Connection, which has done a great job in the community and also selling tickets to benefit to make sure the game continues. And then all the players, coaches, other volunteers. It's just a great all-around effort.
There's a lot of work that goes into a game like this, and the Times Reporter should be applauded for the game that they've put on.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 40-yard line for the East, as Kotzmeyer will hand it off to Carter. Quick first step might have saved him a yard or two. And it'll be 2nd down and 9.
This is one of those plays right here that the West needs to do consistently, and that's stop the East ground game. Only give up a couple of yards, force the East to punt and try and get the ball back and try and get a score.
Second down and 8. The handoff to Carter. Breaks loose to the 50, to the 45. Sekou Amane trying to get him, and finally he's knocked down from behind by Jason Conant.
Nice play by Tyler Carter.
That was all individual effort there.
Yes, it was. It looked like the West squad had him bottled up at the 40-yard line, and he was able to squirt free, and nice pickup, 28 yards.
So the clock rolling, 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. East leading at 10-0. They're in West territory at the 30-yard line with a 1st down and 10, thanks to T. Carter. The pass out to Love. Love tries to get a block. Still on his feet and down at the 25-yard line. So they'll pick up 5 on that. Good play.
Nice little pickup. You get the ball out to Love like that in space, you never know what's going to happen because he's got such quick feet and good speed. He breaks a tackle and follows his blocker. He's going to pick up some good yardage.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard line of the West. You get a good look there, Brady Kotzmeyer. To the outside to Love. Nice pass. Love's going to have the 1st down and more at the 15-yard line.
Nice play there. They were playing awful soft on Love. The defense was, and that was a nice job by Kotzmeyer to get him the ball. And a nice pickup of about 10 yards.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the East at the 15-yard line. Almost what I would call a game-clinching score coming here if they can put some points on the board. To the outside to Love. Love with a stiff arm. Turns the corner at the 5. Dives toward the end zone and out at the 1-yard line.
A couple of teammates are getting together again on a nice pass play, and once again, you get Love outside in space. You never know what's going to happen.
So it will be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll go to the power I with Love, Hurst, and Teak Carter in the backfield behind Kotzmeyer. Wonder who might get the football here. Teak Carter still loose. He's going to lose some yardage back to about the 5-yard line. Jalen Woods is there.
Good job by Woods of the West squad to stop Carter for a 3-yard loss. But you do have to think if the East scores here, it really puts the West in a hole. And not to say that they can't come back, but when you've got 1 quarter to go and the way the East ground game has been working, it's going to be tough for the West to come back.
So 2nd down and goal from the 5. The pitch to Carter. They try to get him into some space, and he is close, and he's in for the touchdown.
Made a nice cut and went 5 yards for the touchdown.
So with 2:03 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the East scores again, making it 16-0 with the extra point to come from Jacob Wagner. Nice drive. So Jacob Wagner on to try the extra point. And the kick is up and smoothly through the uprights. 17-0, the East leading the West. So this game is slipping away from the West.
Sure is. The East came in with a very good game plan on offense. The offense has executed the way they were expected and shows on the scoreboard. Coach Pilato's got to be pretty happy right now.
So 2:03 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The West will be receiving the kickoff, and Jacob Wagner has put it in the end zone every time he's kicked it away.
Yeah, when you've got a kicker in high school that can do that consistently, that's a pretty good weapon.
So the East getting ready to kick it away. So Wagner gets the football. It'll be Bailey and Torch back deep for the West squad. And another strong kick by Wagner that will be another touchback.
That was 5 yards into the end zone.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yes, it is.
Even at the college level, that would be at the goal line, if not a little deeper. So quite an asset to have on your team. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the West. And again, they have marginal field position at their own 20-yard line.
Well, now would be the time for them to put together a good drive.
Simmons remains at the controls as he rolls to his right in trouble and tripped up back at the 5-yard line as Nick Ganano with the big quarterback sack and puts the West in the hole.
Looks like got real good penetration by the defensive line, and Simmons that time just couldn't outrun him.
Too many leaks. So it'll be 2nd down and 25 for the West. Minute and a half to go here in the 3rd quarter. go to the outside, and the catch is made there by Tyler Burrier. And they'll get a few yards back. What they've done is they've inserted Dallas Foster at the tight end spot, and Simmons has basically taken over at the quarterback position.
Well, they were able to pick up 9 there. At least get them out from the shadow of their own goalposts.
So 3rd down and 16 from the 14-yard line of the West. Bailey, the lone back in the backfield behind Simmons. 3 wideouts. As Simmons looks across the middle, it's going to be overthrown for everybody, as that pass was intended for Austin Spitzer, and it'll be 4th down. So that was a pretty quick 3 and out, roughly. Actually, so still a minute 2 to go in the 3rd quarter. Van Gilder into punt again.
Yeah.
Offense just has not clicked for the West. They haven't had a real standout for the West offense here so far.
Well, Van Gilder's had some high punts, but it just hasn't had a whole lot of distance to him, and the East squad's going to get pretty good field position again.
Yeah, the West just cannot get untracked offensively. So it will be 1st down and 10 for the East. See if they can get this into the 4th quarter here. Kotzmeyer's going to let it go. He's got a man wide open. Young is there. Touchdown. 34-yard pass play.
Nice play by the East squad. I think caught the West off guard. Braden Young with a nice catch. Kotzmeyer threw the ball, and Young was able to catch it in stride, take it into the end zone for 6.
So Wagner will come on to try the extra point. So Wagner out of Crowler's hold. Good snap, kicks up, and the kick is again right down the middle. And that makes it 24-0. So this one is pretty much decided at this stage. But a quarter to come yet, plus 48 seconds. It always seems that a lot of times one team will dominate, and that's what we've had here tonight.
Yeah, and like I said before, the East came in with a good game plan on offense, and they've executed well. They've got good blocking. They've been very effective and efficient when they've passed the football. And I don't think the West was expecting them to throw a pass right there.
That might have, it's interesting how that might be interpreted.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So 24-0, the East leading the West. As Bailey and Torch drop back, there you get a good look at C. Grant, an Ohio State Buckeye hero, and a huge Quaker athlete in the history of the school, just one of the best ever.
Well, every time you see him, you think of that last play against Miami for the national championship and what he did to essentially save the game for the Buckeyes.
So the West will get it back at the 20-yard line. It's been a familiar phrase in this game. So we'll see if everybody can maintain their composure here through this last quarter. So first down and 10 for the West from the 20-yard line. McCray in motion to the right side. The pitch to Bailey. Bailey looks to throw it long. Man is out there. Good coverage, and it's knocked away. Nice job, I think, there by Hunter Miles.
I wasn't sure who that was. He closed the gap pretty quick. Looked like might have been a bit of an opening there. Nice play by the West to come out and try and do something a little different.
41 seconds to go here as they try the long pass on first down. Second down and 10. Simmons is going to take it himself. He's in trouble, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds.
Nice play by Bryce Moan. Come up from his cornerback position, make a stop.
East might get the football back again before the third quarter is over. Third down and 8. Clock stop with 31 seconds to go. See what the West will do here. If I was them, I think I'd be running the clock. Simmons rolling to his right. Has a man there. They're going to have the first down at the 31-yard line. So nice gain of 9.
Nice play by Spencer McCray. Pick up a first down.
So we'll see if we get another playoff here. So not sure if they're going to get this playoff or not. And they do. The handoff straight ahead to Bailey, and there's not much there. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
You can now see your baby up close and personal at God's Creation in 4D. Utilizing the newest Mindray DC equipment, we offer the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination is available at 16 weeks. With many packages available, get more information by visiting our website at godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965.
Looking for year-round comfort? Look no farther than Doug and Chris Carpenter at Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. You can reach us at 330-308-8550 or visit us online at carpentercomfort.com.
What's Tall Timber Resort is a vacation that's close to home. The 7-acre lake is the focal point of the resort with camping May through October. Splash away your summer days at the beach and in the fall enjoy brilliant colors from your own private cottage. Whether you enjoy primitive camping or the amenities of home, Woods Tall Timber Resort has it all. Luxurious cottages feature equipped kitchens, a full bathroom, and room for 8 guests. The resort includes a clubhouse, concession stand, bait shop, shower house, and laundromat. And the recreation never ends. Enjoy summer fun on water slides, inflatable trampolines, paddle boats, and electric boats. Plus house rentals, fishing, game room, playground, woodpecker par 3 golf, and miniature golf. And of course, hiking trails. And now Woods Tall Timber Resort has zip lines. It's the best value around for this exciting way to fly. Rides start at just $15. Small zips and kiddie zips are also available. And the Lake House Lodge can accommodate your party, reception, reunion, or event. Check out all of the fun online at woodstalltimberlake.com.
And ready to go here with the fourth quarter, 24-0. The East leading the West. It's time for our third quarter wrap-up, brought to you by Ultra Clean. For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean, locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air for you and your family, and also helps your home's outside appearance. That third quarter, 2 scores by the East. They lead it 24-0, and that is the third quarter wrap-up, brought to you by Ultra Clean. You can give them a call at 330-243-3936 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe, and for your home's outside appearance as well. So loss of 3 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 13.
Another nice play by Logan Ford of New Philadelphia Quakers. I think for the East, their defensive secondary as a whole has done a very good job of covering the receivers for the West and forcing Simmons to tuck the ball and try and run.
And now the West has had to take a timeout. They want to get the play right here.
Simmons.
So the timeout on the floor. 11-12 to go here in the fourth quarter. East leading at 24-0. Scott Robinson and Jay Yonders with you from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. And we'll see what the West can conjure up here on 3rd and long.
Well, at this point, they want to at least put a score on the scoreboard. And they got, 3rd and 13, so they got some work ahead of them to keep this drive going.
Well, West has really dominated over the last 18 meetings. They won 14 of the 18 games, and now all of a sudden the East has basically taken the bull by the horns in this one, and really has laid it to the West. Third down and 13. Simmons drops back. Gets to the outside, nearly intercepted by Hunter Miles.
Once again, the East secondary, this time Hunter Miles doing a good job of covering the receivers for the West. He made a good break on the ball and just went right through his hands.
4th down and 13, so the West will have to punt again. And a bad snap, and Van Gilder's going to have to pick it up. And that is going to end up in a bad way. It's going to give the East possession at the 1-yard line.
That's a tough play right there. You know, it's easy sitting up here to say he should have just fallen on the ball in the end zone and taken the safety. But when you're down there and you're being chased by somebody, it may not always think clearly.
So I don't know how you account for that exactly on the stat sheet, but
luckily I don't have to keep track of that one.
Yeah, that's a loss of a lot of yards. East not in a big rush here. We got 10 seconds on the play clock. They're not in any rush at all. It's almost like they want to take the penalty. They just kind of got up there pretty lazy. So the East in control. They've got the football first and goal at the 6-yard line, leading at 24-0. The handoff to Love. Penalty flag is down. It would be a touchdown if the play stands, but I have a feeling that is going to come back.
I think you're right.
Going to get maybe a holding penalty here.
Up to this point, the East had only had 3 penalties, a couple for one for delay of game and a couple for false start.
So the holding penalty will move it back another 10 yards. Back to the 16-yard line or 17. So now the East going the wrong way. And that all starts by not hustling up to the line of scrimmage. First and goal from the 18. Kotzmeyer rolling to his right. Has a man out there. And the catch is made down around the 13-yard line.
Yeah, you could see Ross Love getting open on a play, and here again, he and Brady Kotzmeyer were teammates at Indian Valley, so probably going to be the first guy that Kotzmeyer looks for.
So it'll be second down and goal from the 14. Kotzmeyer has to pick it up, and he is flipped by Sekou Amani back at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down.
I think he did a pretty good job there, just not turning the ball over.
.9:45 to go here in this fourth quarter. Kotzmeyer launches it into the end zone. Avery is there, double catches it. Had it, tipped it up in the air, caught it again, and it's a touchdown for the East from 14 yards out.
That was pretty good coverage right there by Cole Lillibridge of Ridgewood, but Avery was able to concentrate. When the ball got tipped up, he was able to catch it again and bring it down and score the touchdown.
14 yards on the Avery touchdown catch. Mikey Brothers will hold. Jacob Wagner will set the point after.
Wagner on to try the extra point. And that one is up and over the band shell. It's good again. And And this has turned out to be a dominating performance by the East.
Yes, it has. They've just executed very well on offense, and
I don't think I'd call any more water breaks. I think I'd get this one over.
No, I think I'd keep the clock running as much as possible, and the East has done a very good job, and they've also done a good job on defense. They've been able to obviously hold the West to no scores. So the East has done a very good job on both sides of the football.
Well, the point spread is 30 points, so I'm guessing they're going to run the clock. Will be a continuous clock since there's a 30-point spread. So we will see that here potentially for the rest of the game. So Wagner will kick it away. This one is going to be returned by Bailey at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, and out to the 22-yard line.
Well, Wagner didn't quite get it into the end zone that time, but he kicked it deep enough that the coverage team was able to come down and make a play, and the West is starting now from their 22-yard line.
So the clock rolling with 8.5 minutes to go. So the West a little bit late getting out of the huddle. They've got 6 seconds to get a playoff here, and they're not paying any attention to the time. They're going to get another penalty here for 5 yards. So that will back him up another 5. The wheels have just come off for the West. So 1st and 15 for the West. The handoff to Bailey. Bailey will have the first down carry out to the 24-yard line.
The West squad has just not been able to be consistent on offense, and
so 7 minutes and running here on the clock. 2nd down and 12 for the West. Scott Robinson and Jay Yonders with you from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. To the outside, it's Burrier. And he'll be stopped at about the 32-yard line. Another gain of 8. It'll be 3rd down.
Burrier's had several catches tonight. He's a Tusky Valley product, 6'3", 170-pound wide receiver.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. So Bailey the carry again. And it'll be 4th down. At this point, no sense not going for it. Coming up following our game, we'll have our Bell Stores post-game report and also name our McDonald's MVP. Simmons rolling to his right. Caught by Dallas Foster. It'll be a first down.
Nice play there by Simmons. He rolled to his right out of the shotgun and found Dallas Foster downfield. A nice pickup.
So the 14-yard pass play from Simmons to Foster, and it's first down and 10. One of the few bright spots for the West.
They've had a few, but just not enough.
They have not been in the east side of the 50 very often tonight. Torch in motion. Gets the handoff. And not much there. Maybe lost a couple.
Nice play by Kyle Cunningham to make a stop for a loss of a couple yards.
So it'll be second down and 12. 4 minutes to go in the game. 31-0. The East leading the West. So on second down, Simmons drops back. Rolling away from trouble. Trying to reload it, and he is going to get knocked out of bounds.
Once again, Simmons was running for his life. Both Logan Ford and Elijah Lonzer had a beat on him. He was able to get past him, but still lost a couple of yards.
So the loss of 3 will make it third down and 15 for the West. Unfortunately, for all involved, this one was decided early. Simmons to the outside, finds Burrier. Burrier slips by a couple of tackles and makes some positive yardage. About the 48, 49 yard line.
About a 9-yard pickup for Burrier. He's caught several balls tonight. He's done a pretty good job.
It'll be fourth down. So it'll be fourth down and 6. Kind of a last gasp effort here for the West, and we're going to have a timeout. So the West will try and set up something here on fourth down and 6 with 2:03 to go. We'll come back with our Bell Stores game wrap up. We'll also have our McDonald's MVP. I think, I'll tell you what, feeling generous. We'll pick one from both teams. How about that?
There you go.
That way we'll take care of both teams.
Looks like the East squad just dumped the water cooler on Coach Pilato.
And now they'll have to brush off some ice off the field. So it'll be fourth down and 6. Bailey in motion, empty backfield. Simmons across the middle, it's overthrown, and it will be East football. Nice job there by Bailey Fitch to make sure that Simmons had no time. And with 1:43 to go, the East will have the football and the opportunity to run the clock out.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about all night long. The East squad has done a good job on both sides of the ball, and especially on offense. Been very effective both running the football and passing the football. They've played relatively penalty-free. They've not turned the football over. They've just done a very good job.
So the East will have it. So they'll take the snap. They'll down it. So 50 seconds to go. There's no rush as they'll take one more snap. And that will likely be it, as the officials will take their time spotting the football, and that is going to do it here from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. The East is going to defeat the West 31-0. We'll come back. We'll have our Bell Stores post-game report. Also name an MVP from both teams in just a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
We know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because what's precious to you is precious to us. Just another way we put members first. Because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Myers and Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers and Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Uricksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Hi, I'm TV2 Sports Talk's Bill Morgan. Some people are outstanding at playing sports, and then there's me. While we at TV2 Sports Talk may have never been all-state on the field, we are Tuscarawas County's MVP when it comes to local television sports talk and play-by-play. Catch TV2 Sports Talk Wednesday nights at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2.
And we are back, and it's time now for our post-game report brought to you by the Bell Stores, with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell Store and make sure your family is running on full. So, Jay, pretty good football game, at least for the first half, and then the West just ran out of gas. The East comes up with a 31-0 victory. here in this 39th meeting between these two teams?
Yeah, you know, the East did a good job. They ran the ball for the most part, but they were 9 of 13 for 110 yards passing. They had 30 carries for 168 yards, bulk of those coming from Tyler Carter and Ross Love.
So as we take a look at the stats, how about the game numbers?
Well, for the West, they had 28 carries for 61 yards. They had 10 of 17 passing for 122 yards, and the one turnover, the one interception. The East, as I said, 30 for 168 rushing, 9 of 13 for 110 passing. Very efficient on offense. There weren't any big plays, but the East was able to move the ball down the field very well against this West defense.
All right, so that is our Bell Stores game wrap-up. Bell Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Our drive of the game brought to you by Shook Auto in beautiful Tuscarawas County. Shook Auto is one of the largest independent vehicle sales companies in the area. And if you're looking for a new ride, for a new drive, contact Shook Auto at 330-339-5711. The first drive of the game really was the difference. The East went 13 plays, 60 yards, took 6:44 off the clock. 5-yard run by Tyler Carter completed it. Jacob Wagner added the extra point, and the East squad never looked back. So that is our drive of the game. Brought to you by Shook Auto. They're one of the largest independent vehicle sales companies in the area. Call them at 330-339-5711. Finally, tonight it's time for our McDonald's MVPs. McDonald's with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uhrichsville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. For the West squad, it's going to be Sekou Imani of Dover High School, and the recent graduate, the MVP for the West. For the East, Indian Valley product, Brady Kotzmeyer. So they are our McDonald's MVPs. McDonald's with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uhrichsville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. That's going to wrap it up from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. The East a winner over the West, 31-0. For Jay Yonders, I'm Scott Robinson saying so long, everybody.
Get that degree, and we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight.